We're still here at Skibenia, where another boat of refugees has arrived over from Turkey.
My story may well end with me, a teetotal Muslim, on an inflatable boat off of Hove Beach, huffing on a vape and necking rosé. I guess if I can't stop the small boats, I might as well join them instead.
The elite class, though, just continue to laugh in our face. And I feel like they are now quite literally laughing in our faces. I mean, we saw it earlier in the week with that revolting imagery of Calamity Lammy, who was in Parliament to be disgraced, to be shamed. I mean, he should be out of a job after what happened with Hadush Kabatu. But he was laughing and hollering, and I think showing actual contempt for the people of the United Kingdom. And now it's happened with Shabana Mahmood as well, the Home Secretary. Now, I have huge issues with Shabana Mahmood because I believe there is a very clear plot by the Islamist left of Labour to make her Britain's first Muslim Prime Minister. That is a terrifying prospect. If you've seen everything that she said about that religion driving every single aspect of her life, you'd know why. I'm terrified. But last night, the political class, the ruling class, all got together for the annual Spectator Parliamentarian of the Year Awards. Now, this is one of the worst gatherings in British society. I mean, I'm speaking metaphorically here before anyone calls the police, but it's sort of one of those events where if you could bomb it and wipe out all of the people in one go, the United Kingdom would be a much better place, right? Because you have the worst, the gutter politicians, the gutter mainstream media from both sides of the aisle. They all get together because they're all actually secretly friends, just to let you in on a secret. They're secretly mates, these people. They get drunk and they laugh about the way that they are destroying our country. They laugh about it. They think it's hilarious. They think it's a joke. And they don't allow filming at this Spectator Awards because they know it's an insider event that would just look completely revolting to ordinary people who are dealing with the hell that they have unleashed. And remember the context of this event last night, the country absolutely reeling from the shocking killing of Wayne Broadhurst with a illegal Afghan migrant arrested and charged now. That was the context, that was the backdrop of this event. And Shabana Mahmood thinks that it's appropriate to get on stage in front of Michael Gove and all of the awful political class and just joke. Joke about the failure to stop the boats. Joke about her Muslim faith. Joke about the corruption of Angela Rayner. And some people might think I'm exaggerating, but given the state that our country is in, we got a recording, by the way, out of these awards, and it will make you sick, I think. Listen. Dan Wootton Outspoken is available as a podcast too. So to listen or watch us on the go, wherever you are, then please subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And as a personal favour to me, please rate and review, as it really helps our independent.
Say that it is very hard balancing being the Home Secretary with starring in all those adverts that Sarah Potchin's been watching. Sarah, if you are here tonight, I am sorry you have to watch another brown face up on this stage. I promise I'll keep it brief. Katie Lamb, some might say lamb for leader, others might say lamb to the slaughter. Given Angela Rayner won the Big Gong last year, my story may well end with me, a teetotal Muslim, on an inflatable boat off of Hove Beach, huffing on a vape and necking rosé. I guess if I can't stop the small boats, I might as well join them instead.
Oh, isn't that hilarious? Lauren, isn't it absolutely hilarious? that they can't stop the illegals coming in, and they know it, and these illegals come in and then they stab us to death. Isn't that fucking hilarious? Well, I think they are disgusting. I think they are absolutely disgusting cretins who are laughing in our faces.
Yeah, it's so hilarious, isn't it, that, you know, my grandma is scared to leave her house. It is so hilarious that I get up, like your viewers, every morning to work and to pay my taxes. And it is so hilarious that there's yet another family that are grieving an innocent life that has been snatched away by one of these barbaric cultures. And so they are laughing at us, and they think it is hilarious that they are the elites, that they are in power, that we, the peasants that are on the ground like donkeys working, they think this is really funny. But it's not funny, and we are sick of it. And they are absolutely taking advantage of us in every possible way. The fact that she thought, I mean, everything the woman does is wrong, but to go up on stage at a jolly and make jokes, also using the word slaughter, I think is utterly repulsive, and it makes me feel sick.
Totally agree. I mean, Kane, you may have a different view on this because you're much more a Westminster guy, I guess, and you know how it works. You've worked for MPs, you've worked for political parties, you've been part of that scene, that culture. But how is it acceptable given the crisis that this country is facing? But first, I want to talk to you about something I use every single day, and it's so important to me. Surfshark. In today's digital world, your online freedom and safety have never been more at risk, whether it's state overreach, big tech tracking, or cybercriminals snooping on public Wi-Fi. Here in the UK, we've already seen websites and even news reporting, including some of our own work here on Outspoken, being censored under the so-called Online Safety Act. That's why I use Surfshark VPN to keep my browsing private, secure, and free from censorship. I also love that I can still access content and streaming services from anywhere. It's brilliant when I'm traveling and want to catch up on shows that aren't available here. But Surfshark is so much more than a VPN. It's an all-in-one digital security tool. Their clean web feature blocks ads, trackers, malware, and phishing links, making browsing smoother and faster. If your VPN connection ever drops, the kill switch instantly cuts your internet so your data stays safe. And if you need certain apps like your online banking to bypass the VPN, Surfshark's bypasser feature can easily take care of that. Plus, with over 3,200 servers in 100 countries, you can switch locations to watch your favorite shows or access better online deals. I've even found cheaper flights this way. And you can use Surfshark on unlimited devices. So for me, my whole household stays protected with just one subscription. So if you want to secure your data, protect your freedom, and support Outspoken at the same time, which is pretty cool, right? Go to surfshark.com/outspoken or use the code Outspoken at checkout to get an extra 4 months of Surfshark VPN. That's surfshark.com/outspoken, code Outspoken at checkout for an additional 4 months. But now, back to the show.
Well, it isn't acceptable, and this is the problem with Westminster. It is out of touch, and I've seen it firsthand. I know how out of touch people are there, and this is where the Westminster bubble, people talk about the Westminster bubble, it is real. They live in a bubble. People do not understand that there is a real world out there, and people are scared. They are feeling really anxious about everything that is going on. And the point is as well that Shabana Mahmood, in her speech, in her jokey speech, she admitted that she will not solve the small boats crisis. She has admitted that she will not stop illegal immigration, because she was like, oh, well, if you can't beat them, join them. Well, you've already admitted it. You don't want to win. You're going to go and join them. You don't want to actually do anything about it. If they were serious about it, they wouldn't have shouted and heckled Nigel Farage in Parliament the other day when he actually put a bill forward to leave the ECHR, which would actually help us actually get out of this horrific mess that we are in. They do not care They
No,
do not
no,
care about the people.
And she just pretends to care. And so they talk a big game on social media, right? So I want to show you this. She posted earlier in the week, the latest small boat numbers are shameful and the British people deserve better. I will do whatever it takes to secure our borders. Well, that's a lie. We know she will not do whatever it takes. The brilliant Lalani Dowdeen replied and said, all they do is lie. Here is Shabana Mahmood welcoming small boat illegals to Greece. And this is a real video from just a few years ago. Watch.
We're still here at Spectator, where another boat of refugees has arrived over from Turkey, and the layout is that there's a clothes station where they can get some dry clothes, and then there's a medic station, and then there's some food. All of this has been provided primarily by young Greek volunteers, and honestly, I take my hat off to them. Some of these people don't have very much.
So, Kane, we can hardly believe that this woman actually wants to stop the boat. She doesn't want to stop the boat. She wants to welcome these illegals in, these murderers, these terrorists, these rapists. She wants them here because she wanted them in Greece. And remember, as soon as the illegals arrive in a country like Greece, where do they head, Kane? Where do they end up? Very often the United Kingdom, the soft touch United Kingdom.
Exactly that. And that's the point, is she has aided and abetted these people. They believe it in their ideology, but also actually going out there and working and helping these people get over here. And then where else are they going to go? They're going to come to the United Kingdom. They're going to come here because they know that we will give them whatever they want, quite frankly, and they can do whatever they want with impunity. We've seen that on the streets of Britain this week when we've seen that poor man Wayne
Broadhurst.
Tragically,
Lauren,
Wayne Broadhurst
you
tragically
actually
murdered. It's awful.
100%. And Lauren, you actually came up with another example of this when Shabana Mahmood posted knife murders are down by almost 20% in a year. This government won't stop until knife crime is halved. We will pursue this mission relentlessly, doing everything we can to get these weapons off our streets and protect our young lives. And you reposted this, but added, is she fucking kidding us? Post this a day after Wayne Broadhurst is brutally murdered with a knife by an Afghan migrant. Unbelievable. Completely tone deaf.
I mean, she is so unbelievably tone deaf. And we as people are all on the ground and can see exactly what's going on. And there is no end to how dangerous this woman is. She has to go. She is completely brainwashed and she is a threat to national security. And by saying that, I'll probably have Starmer's merry men at my door for inciting violence. But did you know, Dan, as well, the year ending March 2025, Afghan nationals were the most common nationality detected arriving on small boats. 6,051, right? They will come and then we'll hear the left go, oh, they were fleeing war. They've got post-traumatic stress. We don't care. They can have post-traumatic stress somewhere else. We don't care. This has to stop now. She has to go immediately. She is potentially more of a danger than Starmer. And he's dangerous.
Look at her being sworn in. I mean, there is a plot. There is a plot underway on the left of Labour, for when Starmer is jettisoned, which is inevitable. It will happen sooner than probably anyone thinks, because the party is an absolute crisis. And the plot is for Shabana Mahmood to replace Starmer and thereby becoming not just the first Labour female Prime Minister of the country, but also the first Muslim Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, which is a terrifying prospect. Thank you so much for watching Dan Wootton Outspoken. Please click on my face just to the bottom left to subscribe to this brand new independent news source and turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to our brand new live shows, uncancelled interviews, and special royal episodes. Outspoken is also now available as a podcast, so you can listen to the show every weekday on the go, wherever you are.